Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from whatever you're watching this channel. Now, it's now evident that the church will not play a role in the campaign of re-election for William Samoei Ruto. Now, talking about this role, there is a statement that Ole Sapit, the Archbishop, issued regarding a donation that was channeled to a bishop within Bungoma County.
Shilingi milioni 5, 5 million. Amesema hatarudisha hii. Haya, si president amelipa deni. Hiyo ndio mavuno yake, amesema niwaletee.
I don't know how many of you watched this video. I want you to pay a very keen attention to this statement coming from Ole Sapit.
Much for that question. In the Anglican Church, we have already given guidelines on how to handle politicians in our churches, and I'm on record that we don't allow politicians the podium to speak in the church. And even last Sunday, I was in a gathering and the politicians were there and we did not allow them. But as a bishop, I cannot be policing every local church what happens. And what happened in Bungoma was unfortunate because it was like a display of trying to see what will the Anglican do following what the decision made by the Catholics. But our guidelines is that anyone who bring any donation to the church should not be allowed to be a kind of a promotion of self by announcing. People can come and give their tithe as tithe without any mention, and we have no problem with that.
Now, very well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, this is a season of donations and donations being rejected. But this time round, the Archbishop Ole Sapit has directed the bishop to return that money to the sender. Now, this is the drama that is actually facing Kenyans and the government at the moment. So before we get further on this analysis, please like this video. It's so important. If you like this video, that is the only way YouTube shares our content. Subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. This is a season of donations and counter donations, and the same donations being rejected. Well, we have not solved the issue of the donation that was taken to a church within Soweto, a donation that was actually rejected by Bishop Anyolo through a letter. This is also another donation from, I think, an ACK church. And Ole Sapit has directed that bishop to return the money to the sender. Now, where does this lead us, ladies and gentlemen? Let me take you to a statement that was given out by Lusaka. And Lusaka urged the church to keep the money, insisting there was nothing wrong with leaders in assisting the church's work. And then he handed over the donation to the church on RUTO's behalf. Now, honestly speaking, I can say things are falling apart. Because Ole Sapit, we all know Ole Sapit, the history of Ole Sapit and William Ruto. And if you can go back to the 2022 general election, Ole Sapit is one of those people who supported William Ruto. And during the bombers, he is one of those people who tried to quell tension when there was protest in the bombers, protest about election results or electoral results which had not been pronounced, had not been announced. So Ole Sapit was accused to be the person who was defending William Ruto during that moment. So he has said, and in fact he has encouraged all Kenyans to reject offerings by politicians, leaders, and their appointees, recognizing that a majority of the money given was from embezzled taxes. He remarked that the culture of exalting presidents, governors, MPs, and other political heads when they donate money of ambiguous origin must cease. You see, what Ole Sapit is telling us is that these people must first disclose the source of this money. You know, it doesn't make sense someone to be dishing out millions if in fact almost all we can. You can say that in a month someone has donated 20 million. Second month 20 million. In 1 year, how much has that person donated? 240 million. You know, it doesn't make sense. That is what Ole Sapit is trying to weigh in. I know there are people who are going to react negatively on Ole Sapit because there are so many people who accuse him to be one of those bishops who made sure Kenyans made a terrible mistake of probably maybe voting for William Ruto or voting against William Ruto. But people believe that Ole Sapit misadvised Kenyans, and that is one of those people who has benefited from this government. I mean, those are things which people are saying, you know, out there. But these days, it is hard to confirm these things. You see, without evidence, it just remains as a rumor. So what we are confronted with here is a scenario where Ruto's donations are being rejected, almost all of them. So, because if you look at the statement of Ole Sapit, when he was talking about return the money, he said that ni kama ilikuwa ni madharau. I mean, according to him, because the Catholics had declined this kind of donations. Alafu the same time unapata kwamba kuna nyingine inatolewa kule Bungoma. So according to Ole Sapit anasema kwamba hii ni kama ilikuwa ni kupima SEK, you know. If this plan of rejecting works, then I think William Ruto's plans are going to fumble. If you look at what happened in, I think 2 weeks ago, during a Kericho gathering, and Ruto said that he's going to donate to churches. You know, what is going to happen going forward? I think for SEK, PCA, these big churches, they are most likely going to reject these donations because they have their own financial muscles that can aid them in operating or running the church. But for the small churches, hizi ndogo ndogo, most of them naona kama zita fall prey to these donations. We have not seen a scenario where Full Gospel Church imekataa. No, Full Gospel Church itakuwa one of those churches about to receive its donations. So the small churches itachukua, but the big churches, no, I don't think they're going to accept it because they want to protect the image. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to rest my case there. But what do you think about this latest development? Because there's talk that the bishop is stranded with William Ruto's donation. What next? So just go below in the comment section and you can offer a reaction on this matter. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.